Hi everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Live. It is our first one of 2022. I am so glad that you are here to join me. I hope you've had a lovely day. It's been really warm here again in Adelaide. So much so that you kind of have to time when you go outside because it is really, really hot. We managed to get a kayak in at the new reservoir, which was lovely. So yeah, tell us in the comments below what it is that you've been doing today. I'm in a new location tonight, guys. Sorry, I've been relocated from my normal spot. So I'm actually going to look down tonight to have a look at my notes. All right, tell us how you're all feeling about the new year. Give us an emoji or a comment about your feelings around starting 2022. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you sad maybe that 2021 is gone? Maybe 2021 was a great year for you. Tell us below in the comments with an emoji or a word, maybe just one word, how it is you're feeling about 2022. And because this is the first one of the year, we are going to do a live drawing. So you know what that means. It means the more you comment below while we're live, the more chances you have of winning at the end of the live video. So make sure that you are commenting below. Let me know that you're here. I can see so many of you here. I can see Sharon's here. I can see Beck's here. Vanessa, hello Vanessa. I can see Peter's here. Hi Peter. Thanks for watching, guys. Tonight we are going through some information about goal setting. So hopefully you did the self-care challenge today and you are ready to dig deeper into your goals. All right, let's have a look at some of these comments. Hi Sharon. Fiona's feeling apprehensive about 2022. Sorry about that, Fee. I don't know whether that's a positive or a negative, but I can understand there's a lot of people in that position too. Hi Jenny with a smiley face. Good to see you're smiling too. Alrighty, so tonight's going to be a big one, but hopefully not too long. Hopefully it's not super long, hopefully around the half an hour mark. This one is designed to get you started on your goals for 2022. So we are going to delve really, really deep into what it is that you want to set for this year and how you might go about achieving it. Yes, Fee, probably cautious is a better word. Yeah, I like that one, cautious. But let's not be too cautious. Let's really reach for our goals. Hey, hun, let's do that. All right, so I'm just going through my notes here. So tonight we're going to be a little bit more specific with our goals. This is where the teacher in me really comes out. Okay, so if you like to get things done, you may want to grab a pen and paper and do it along with me. As they say, you can take the teacher out of the classroom, but you can't take the teacher out of the girl. That is me. It is actually a big reason why I do the Inner Fit group, because I love educating and I love helping. So tonight is going to be a little bit with my teacher hat on. So if you want to grab that pen and paper and we're going to focus on that goal that you set today, we can do that together. All right, so there are 5 things we want to focus on with our goals for 2022. So I want you to have that goal in your mind. If you have more than one goal, which I hope you do, I mean, I have 2 or 3 goals for this year, but for tonight, for the purpose of the video tonight, I'd like you to pick the one goal that is most important to you, the one that your heart is just singing to try and achieve this year. And then maybe at a later date, you could come back and do this exercise with some of your other goals. All right, so I want you to get one goal in mind for this activity. Like I said, we could probably take about 15 minutes and we're just going to nut out that goal and get you on a really good plan of attack. So the first thing I want you to think about is, what exactly is your goal? You need to be really, really specific here. So it's all very well and good to have a big goal, and that's great because we want goals, but right now I want you to get super duper specific with what your goal is. So for example, if your goal is weight loss, how much weight or body fat, 2 different things, do you want to lose? How much specifically? So if you've got a pen and paper, you want to write that down, that's fine. But instead of writing, I'm going to lose weight in 2022, or I'm going to shed body fat in 2022, how much body fat or how much weight are you going to lose? Maybe your goal is to be fitter. How much fitter? How fit are you now? So instead of just saying, I'm going to be fitter, well, you could be fitter next week if you walked every day this week. How much fitter do you want to be in 12 months' time? Do you want to be able to run 10Ks at the end of the year? Things like that. Or climb the stairs without being out of breath. For some people, that's a real goal, guys. Maybe your goal is to make more money. Cool. Yep. But how much money? How much money do you want to make next year as extra income? Okay, get really, really specific with your goal. Hi, Rachel. Someone might have a goal of doing something new, like being a writer. Well, that's great. That's an excellent goal. How many books do you want to write this year? What are you going to write a book on? See, do you see how we're getting really, really specific? So having a broad goal is great, but now we need to get specific, because if you don't set a specific goal to achieve, you probably won't achieve your goal. Okay, the chances are really, really reduced when you're not very specific. Maybe you want to grow your business. Hands up if you're a small business owner, or maybe even a big business owner. Geez, if you're a big business owner, I'd love to chat. That'd be great. If you're a business owner, okay, what are your goals for your business? Maybe you want to grow in your business, but what do you want to grow? Do you want to grow followers on social media? Do you want to grow customers? Do you want to grow your product range? Do you want to grow your reach? You know, maybe you go worldwide instead of locally. What is it exactly that you want to do? So write down what it is that you want to be specific about in your goal. Rachel's put hers up already. Well done, Rachel. Rachel's goal is to make healthy choices with food. That is an excellent goal. Very specific. Well done. Learning healthy habits and feeling good in your body. Rachel, they are three really specific goals. Well done. Feeling good in your body is a great one to do as well. So once you've been really specific, the next part is to identify how you're going to measure the success of your goal. Okay, so it's all very well and good to say, I'm going to do that, but how will you know when you've got there? And how will you know that you're actually on your way to reaching that goal? So if finances is a goal for you, how are you going to track that? And how often are you going to track that? So what are you going to do to make sure that you are on track with your goal? So maybe it would be a certain amount of money in your bank account by a certain time of the year. What if your goal was for weight loss or body fat loss? Okay, two different things, remember. How are you going to measure that? How are you going to know that you're on track? How will you know when you've reached your goal? Will it be a certain number? Will it be a certain percentage of body fat? Will you be a certain size in clothing? Will you be a certain size of measurements on your body? How are you going to measure your goal? It needs to be something that you can see or can touch or can feel, okay? And it needs to be attached to your goals so that you can stay on course. The reason we measure is so that you know if you are on track for your goals, you're going to keep going that way. If you're not on track for your goals, then you can divert and find a different direction at some point through. All right, so how are you going to measure that you've achieved or are on track with your goals? I'll give you a minute to write that down. I'm going to have a look at some of these being put down here. Jenny's goal is to lose 20 kilos and strengthen her knees. Amazing. That is super specific, Jenny. Well done. And to run in the long term. Oh, we could get you running by the end of the year. Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. I love your specificness there. Specificity. Is that the right word? My fellow teachers, help me out there. Well done, Jenny. That's very specific. Jamie wants to lose, again, very specific. Very, very specific, and have more energy to do things with her kids. Jamie, it is a game changer when you've got energy to do things with your kids. It really, really is. And we can help you with that, babe. It's lovely to see you here too, Jamie. Welcome. Congratulations on joining us tonight. All right, so now that you know how you're going to measure your goal, I want you to ask yourself a very important question. Is your goal achievable? You might say yes, but I want you to think really, really hard about whether or not your goal is achievable. Is it achievable in the time frame that you think? So we're talking this year. So let's say we're going to give ourselves 12 months. Okay, we can break it down if we need to. But is your goal achievable or attainable in the next 12 months? So quite often with goal setting, we actually set ourselves too big a goal for the short term and too small a goal for the long term. So you know what I mean, because we all think we want to lose, I want to lose 10 kilos in 5 weeks. Or I'm going to make an extra $1,000 this month. Well, quite often that actually doesn't happen because it's quite a big goal. And then what do we do when we don't reach our goals, guys? The negative self-talk, the feeling of failure. We've all been there. We go through this, I think, nearly every week in our lives about how we treat each other and how we set ourselves up for failure. So I want you to think really long and hard now with your goals about whether or not it is achievable. Got a couple of new people popping on. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Beck. So, for example, for the next 12 months, if someone says, I want to lose 50 kilos. If you've actually got 50 kilos to lose, I've gone with a huge number here to be an exaggeration. Losing 50 kilos in a year is massive. Like, I would say that is just about not achievable. Okay. So is building a bodybuilder's physique when you don't even lift weights. So if your goal is to be a bodybuilder in 12 months and you're not lifting weights yet, you might want to get started, okay? So we need to break things down into more achievable goals, and we really need to be realistic. We need to really know how we're going to get there, but we need to be realistic with what we actually can achieve. So looking at our past patterns and maybe what it is that we need to do. So for weight loss, a more achievable goal, just for everybody's, I'm sure you've heard this before, but half a kilo a week of weight loss steadily is the best average that you could go for. When you lose a lot more than that, particularly if you're 100 kilos or under, losing more than sort of half a kilo a week isn't necessarily going to be body fat. So you could just be losing a bit of water, you could be losing a bit of muscle. Half a kilo a week is a really, really good measurement for knowing that it's consistent and that it's actually going to stay off, guys. Okay, so if you take that into consideration, if your goal is weight loss and you do half a kilo a week, well, how long is that going to take you to lose the amount of weight that you want to lose? So for example, you want to lose 20 kilos. It's going to take you about 40 weeks. It's likely to come off quicker than that, but if you have that goal a little bit longer out, a little bit shorter in terms of how much, then I think you're really, really on track to meet your goals. Okay. You can always smash through the goal. You can always, blitz it. Maybe you are lucky and you do it in 30 weeks or 25 weeks or, it depends on lifestyle, but I want you to be really, really realistic. Is your goal achievable? And if it's not achievable, but it's really important to you, what are some of the things you think you're going to need to make it achievable? Do you need help? Do you need someone coaching you through? Do you need to go and buy some books? Do you need to go back to uni? Whatever your goal is. Do you need a new laptop? Do you need to put your kids into care a bit more so you can work? What is it that's going to help you achieve your goal? Another one about being attainable. So it's all very well and good to say you're going to have $1 million in your bank account by the end of the year. This is one I came across very recently. We'd all love to have $1 million, earn an extra $1 million in our bank accounts by the end of next year. That'd be great. But you can't plan on winning the lottery. You can't, you can't, that's not an achievable goal. That's not attainable. It's wishful thinking and super amazing if it happens to you, but it's not an attainable goal. So maybe you might want to think about, well, if you need to earn some more money, let's start with maybe I want to earn an extra $100 a week next year. So that's about $3,500 or $200 a week, which is about $7,000. So let's be really, really realistic. And if yours is based around money, you might want to think about exactly how you are going to earn that extra income or have that extra income coming in. So be really specific and work out how you're going to measure it, and is it achievable. Winning the lottery, guys, is not an achievable goal. All right, so has anyone got any questions at this point? We're just going to take a little pause, just in case anyone's got any questions. Does anyone want to share their thoughts? Jenny, your goal is achievable, but yep, struggle to be consistent. Yep. Jenny, you're not alone. In fact, that is 99% of the people that I work with. It's me some days. You know, consistency ebbs and flows. It's about how we treat ourselves when consistency is low. That's really important. We cannot be perfect all the time in any part of our lives. So, and weight loss is a big one for that. All right. You're doing a great job. You're in this group. You're showing up for these lives. I know you're in the challenge. We're going to smash this year. We're going to help you with your goals. Short-term goals to build exercise routine. Beautiful, Rachel. Well done. Carving out time for yourself. Good girl. Yes. I haven't had anyone say that yet. Carving out time for yourself. Self-care. Guys, that should be everybody's goal, because magic things happen when you put yourself first. I can tell you this from experience. This year I have literally put my family and my fitness first, and amazing things have come of it. So please, if self-care and carving out time for yourself is not on your goals list for this year, can you please put it on there? It is really important. All right. Strengthen your knees. Jenny, that might be, Jenny, strengthen your knees. You want to get guidance from a physio on that one. However, weightlifting is going to be great for your knees. You just need to do certain exercises for that one. I would definitely speak to a physio about that. But the more muscle you can build around in your calves, your hamstrings, and through your hips with your glutes, that'll take some of the pressure off your knees. And I'm saying a lot tonight. I'm really sorry. But the more muscle you can build in your legs, Jenny, the stronger your knees will be as well. So definitely something to talk to a physio about, okay? We have done, the next thing to consider is your goal actually relevant and realistic to your life? Will it have a positive impact? I'm sure it will, but you need to ask yourself this question. Is it relevant or not? Why are you actually wanting to reach this goal? How is it going to make you feel? How is it going to have a positive impact on the rest of your life or your day-to-day life? You're very welcome, darling. So if it's not really relevant, if your goal is wishy-washy and it's not really going to have a big positive impact on your life, then the chances of you achieving that goal are probably going to be a lot less than if it means something to you. So make your goal something that is really, really important to you or your family, so that your why, your big reasoning, your why, is a driver in whatever your goal is. And the last one I want you to consider is your time frames. Now, we've been talking in this video pretty much about it being a year, but maybe you need to break it down into smaller chunks, particularly if you're on a weight loss or fat loss goal, because the whole year can seem overwhelming. All right. Perhaps you need something sooner. Perhaps you've got something happening in a couple of months that you need more money for, or that you want to be fitter for. Anything like that. Perhaps you've got a deadline for work and you want to meet that deadline. Maybe this year, maybe it's not even this year, maybe it's longer. Maybe 2022 is the first year in a 3-year plan. So maybe your goal is longer than the next 12 months. That's cool if it is too. How amazing, how exciting to embark on like a 3-year goal. That's fantastic. We've got those in us. I know if you're a business owner, you probably have those goals as well. There's a couple of business owners I can see that have actually just joined us on here. But you need to be really specific about your time frame and when you want to achieve your goal by. So set yourself a specific deadline. Tricky, I know, but set yourself the main goal deadline. Let's say it is 12 months. Let's just go with that for now. By December 15 next year, right, that is your end goal, right? When you're doing your time frames, that's your end goal. Then if you need to break it back down, okay, well, if by December 15th, I'm going to have earned an extra $10,000. Let's say by the end of September, you're going to be at $7,500, and you work backwards down to where you are now, so you know exactly what you need to do every 2 or 3 months, okay? But set yourself a specific deadline. Don't just say, oh, by Christmas next year, I want to weigh 75 kilos. Or by New Year's next year, I want to have an extra $10,000 in my bank account. I want you to be very specific, because when you put a deadline on something, it makes it all the more real, okay? Another thing, I think that's the 5 things I was going to go through tonight. So is it specific? Is your goal specific enough? Is your goal measurable? How are you going to measure your success or that you're on track? Is it achievable? Is it relevant to being a positive impact in your life? And what is your time frame? If any of those things are not marrying up, you might need to tweak a few elements of it. The other thing I would like you to do is, if you are serious about a goal this year, whatever that goal may be, I want you to find an accountability partner. Even if it's your mum, your brother, your sister, your best friend, maybe it's someone else in this group. You can do a shout out and look for an accountability partner, but someone that can check in with you at a specified time to see how your goal is going. Because when you have someone checking in with you, you feel like you have to produce results so that you can save face. Now, the reality is that your accountability partner has nothing attached to your goal, right? So if you don't make $10,000 next year, because that was your goal, it's not going to impact your accountability partner, right? But having that accountability partner really does make you show up when they check in, and it really makes you think about any excuses that you might come up with. Oh no, I haven't done that this week because the kids were sick and I just couldn't find time. An accountability partner might actually question you on that, or you might not come up with such an excuse like that, or you may actually put in the hard work when you know that someone's going to be checking in with you. So if you need an accountability partner for your goal, guys, after this, post in the group maybe what your goal is and asking for an accountability partner. Jump on board with someone else. Your goals don't have to be the same to be the partner. I'd love to see some of you just connecting and helping each other out so that you do achieve your goals this year. That would be fantastic. And if you really struggle and you can't find an accountability partner, I'm here. I'm always here. So you can ask me as well. But I'd love for you guys to do it together. Good questions. Yes, you got questions, write them down. Jenny, how much a week? Okay, how much a week did you say to lose to keep it off? 0.5 kilo a week is really sustainable, and it generally means it's happening at a safe rate. So that is 500 grams. That is about a pound a week if anybody's here from America. I know that Monica was on before. So 0.5 kilo a week is what your benchmark should be. Some weeks you'll lose less, some weeks you'll put on, some weeks you'll lose 1 kilo, 1.2, whatever it is. But if you're averaging out at 0.5 kilo a week, that is really sustainable. That means that you're not losing heaps of muscle mass. That means you're not just losing fluid all the time. Yeah, 0.5 kilo is good. I think I've gone on about that enough. Sorry. Rachel, this group will be my accountability to show up every day. Yeah, good on you, mate. That's what this group is absolutely for, Rachel. Holding each other accountable, supporting each other, and giving each other some help. Hormones can't... Sorry, I laugh, Rachel, because you've hit the nail on the head, and they are the bane of my personal existence. Hormones, ladies, have a huge impact on weight loss. absolutely huge. And I'm hoping to bring you guys some more information around hormones this year. But yes, hormones play a big part. That is a whole nother discussion. Rachel, if you've got specific questions, feel free to privately message me in the chat on that one. Okay, so maybe I thought it might be a good idea for me to share with you what my goals are, and then we'll hop into some giveaways. So thank you for sharing with me. I'm going to share with you. My goal is that I'm going to share with you is based around business. So it's based around the Inner Fit group, the Inner Fit programs, challenges, all those things that we are doing this year. And my goal is to help 1,000 women. Yes, I said that. 1,000 women in 2022 to understand that weight management can be a fun journey with loads of good food, loads of healthy habits, and self-care along the way. I want to help 1,000 women understand that reducing calories drastically and hating yourself is not the way to go. It's not the way to a healthy body. I want to help 1,000 women to love themselves, to love their bodies, and gain strength physically, mentally, and emotionally. That is my business goal for this year. And in fact, because that is so personal, I don't even think that's going to just stay in the line of business. I think that is going to fulfill myself as well. I certainly know that it's going to help me learn a lot about who I am and the way the female body works. But that is my goal. I'm going to be very open with you. My goal is very specific. I want 1,000 women to feel better about themselves through working with us here in Inner Fit for Women. So if I was to get really specific, if I said by New Year's Eve next year, I wanted 1,000 women to feel better about themselves because of what this group can do, that would mean, if I was breaking it down, it would be 85 people a month. So we're going to those smaller chunks. I would need to try and focus on helping 85 women a month or 20 a week. Okay? So you see how I broke my goal down there into manageable chunks? And each week I can now look at myself and go, right, well, did I reach 20 new women this week? Did I offer advice? Did I make a difference in 20 women's lives this week? If not, then I'm going to have to catch it up the next week. But at least by setting myself that weekly goal, I know that I am either on track or not on track, and I can break it down into bite-sized chunks. Because I don't want to get to September and have only reached 300 or 400 women, right? I want to make sure that I am on track and I'm not putting pressure on myself. I'm not putting pressure on anyone else. Guys, if I reach 1,000 women by the middle of the year, like if I smash through my own goal, oh my goodness, could you imagine? The sky's the limit. That would just be, wow. I don't even have words for that. But you need to break your goals down into manageable chunks. All right, let's go on to the Self-Care Sunday giveaway. Should we do that? It was huge today. It was absolutely huge today. So, hello, Franca. Sharon, 1,000 women will. I hope so. It's not about loving me, Sharon. Thanks for the comment. I just hope 1,000 women will love themselves. Not got nothing to do with me. It's more about, I just want 1,000 women to really learn that self-care is so much more than, bubble baths and reading a book. We can do it all day, every day if we do it right. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted there with comments. I love seeing your comments. Should we do the Self-Care Sunday challenge? It is huge today. Let me flip my camera around. Here we go. Oh, we're spinning. Good. Here we go. Kelly Clow. Congratulations, Kelly. Well done, lovely. I know that Kelly's goal was fitness as well this year. Sorry, just get myself set up again. Make sure that doesn't fall. I know, Kelly, your goal was fitness. So, and I know that Kelly has joined the 8-week challenge as well. Good on you, Kelly. Well done. So, I didn't bring it up with me. Kelly, I have a silk eye mask for you, my love, and we're going to throw it in with a pack, including some tea and some skincare for you to really, truly pamper yourself this week. So well done, Kelly, on winning that one tonight. I can get that off to you at some point. So I really hope that this session has been useful for you in your goal setting. If not, or if you need some more clarification, let me know. Make sure you keep checking in with us and ask for an accountability partner in the group if you need to. All right, before we draw our live winner for tonight, so remember that the more you comment below, the more chances you've got of winning. I've decided that I'm going to do a few things differently in 2022. So just in this group, so instead of posting our healthy habits every night, I'm actually going to put all of our tips and tricks and all those things for the weekly habit focus into a package for you to read, so you can download it from the Facebook group and do that at your own leisure. This way you can choose those topics that are speaking to you, that are important to you, and you can also cut out the noise of those topics that are not important to you. We're also going to make them actionable packs so that you can really delve deep into whatever that healthy habit's going to be. This week's habit is all about goal setting, and you've actually done a lot of the hard work in this live video, but I'm going to pop up afterwards a actionable worksheet for those of you that want to write down those things, that, being specific, being measurable, all those sorts of things. If you would like to dig a little bit deeper, you're very welcome to download that file in the group here and go a little bit further. So that's how we're going to move forward in this group this year. So not a post every night, but the Sunday night lives will be based on the topic for the week. Then you can download some more information if you want to. We are also looking to do a massive, massive giveaway at the end of January. So you remember we did one back in October, I think, but I want to do one again at the end of January, and we want to make this one so epic. Like, we want to make this one huge, but I actually need your help to do this one. So if you have a small business, or you know somebody who runs a small business or a big business is great, tag them below, give them a shout out, get them to message me, because the whole point of our giveaways is not only to give you guys some amazing things, but it is to promote and support small businesses in Australia. It can be around the world. If you run a business that you can deliver to Australia, you're very welcome to be in on that too. But we want to support small business. We are all about small business in this group too, because small business is putting food on families' tables. A lot of women are running small businesses and it's hard. So we want to support each other, all right? Maybe you have a massage business, or you have someone who has a massage or spa business. Maybe you run a fashion store. I know we've got Lizzie in this group, who is now our resident fashion advisor on a Saturday night. So make sure you tune in for Lizzie. But maybe you run a clothing store, or you can offer a fashion service. Maybe you run a food or catering business. I know we've got Marshmallow, Just a Little Something Sweet. The owner of that is in this group. Her name escapes me now. But maybe you create unique or personalised gifts. I know that Lauren's in this group. She does those sorts of things. Whatever it is, if you have a small business, or you know someone, maybe they're not even in this group, but maybe you know someone else who could be very open to advertising and promoting their business in this group, but also supporting our group as well. Maybe it's a service-based business, and it's based around something that you could give women to help them relax, or a bit of self-care, or some pampering time, anything like that. Whatever you've got to offer, I'm sure there is someone in this group who is going to love what it is that you can put forward for them. So make sure that you get them or yourselves to message me, hopefully in the next week. That would be really, really good. And we're going to get this giveaway started. So like I said, I want it to be epic. I want it to be way bigger than the one we did in October, and that one was worth about $1,200 in the end. So if you know someone with a small business, or you run a small business, get in touch with me. I'll help you out. We can go through it together. One last thing before we draw the last gift of the night, the last prize. I just want to remind everybody about the step challenge that has launched as well. It is not the same as the Inner Fit 8-week challenge. It is running alongside that, but it is not food-based, okay? So it's just step-based. It is based solely on walking. So if you're someone who likes to walk, or if you've made 2022 your goal to move more, walk more, maybe even lose weight, because walking's a good one as well to lose weight. If you do nothing but walk half an hour every day, guys, you'll see a huge change in your fitness levels. Okay, so the step challenge is, first prize is $250. Second prize is a personalized food and exercise program, so our Inner Fit Go program. And third prize is a $50 Maya gift card for you to spend. Now, I can make that Maya gift card to be Coles Maya and Liquorland. I know a lot of people have been asking me, can they use a gift voucher at a liquor store? Yeah, why not? If you would prefer I got you a Coles Maya gift card, then we'll do that. No worries. Make sure you can use it at Liquorland. Okay, so again, it is separate from the 8-week challenge, and it is too easy to win, all right? But you have to be in it to win it, guys. You absolutely have to be in it to win it. So if you are someone who doesn't walk a lot and you're thinking, there's no way I could do that, I'm never going to walk 10,000 steps a day, we actually personalize this challenge for you. So when you enroll in the step challenge, the week before it starts, one of our mentors, either myself or Caitlin, will actually set you a personal step goal. So if you are someone who doesn't move much now, like you maybe do about 3,000 steps a day, maybe you're mobility limited, maybe you've got a 12-hour job sitting down, then we're going to set your goal at maybe 4,000 steps. And then if you reach that goal, you're in the draw to win, okay? We are not going to ask everybody to do 10,000 steps because that wouldn't be fair. Some of you physically can't get 10,000 steps in, and I know some of you in this group smash 10,000 steps out well before lunchtime. So we're going to make this very, very personalised, all right? So what we do, Rachel's asked a question. Yep, so I'll give you a rundown, but the details are actually in the Step Challenge sign-up email. So when you've registered for it, you'll get that pack. Basically, you send us a screenshot of your weekly step total before the challenge starts. One of us looks at it, and then we set you a new challenge. So, for example, if your daily average is 4,000 steps, let's say you've walked 28,000 in the previous 7 days, then we might say, right, well, your first goal is to do 35,000 steps this week, which is 5,000 a day. Okay, you reach that, you go in the draw to win. We will alter your goals after a couple of weeks of you achieving your goals. So if you're absolutely smashing 5,000 steps a day, then we might up it to 5,500 or 6,000 steps a day. And by doing this, not are we trying to set the bar higher, but we're trying to help you realize that you can be more physical, that you can fit activity into your lives, and that you can succeed at something. And I can promise you that when you do succeed at the smaller level and you get to increase, and that feeling of, right, I've got a new goal, it's really, really exhilarating, guys. So that's how we've designed the Step Challenge. It is only $10, not even, just under $10 to enter this challenge, okay? So I can pop the link below, but it's 8 weeks. You get a personal fitness mentor giving you your own goals, so it's based on what your activity levels are. You can win $250,000 cash, but more importantly, you get to spend 8 weeks really seeing what it is that your body can do. And I think that's way more important than a cash prize or any other prize. It's really, really good for you to see that you can fit time in to go walking, time in for yourself, and to put your health first. Okay, If you've got any more questions, pop them below, but I think I've taken up enough of your time. We are going to draw the live comment winner. So basically what I do is I look away while I'm scrolling the comments. When I stop, whoever's name is at the top will win. And yes, you are going to win a $20 voucher for our website. Plus I'm going to throw in a pamper pack to go with it as well. All right, Jody, I see your question. I'll answer it in a second. So I'm looking away and smashing my phone at the same time. Scroll, 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 scroll. Jenny Johnson. Congratulations, Jenny. Well done, honey. So I'll send you a $20 voucher to spend at our website and a pamper pack. If you want to message me, honey, to know where I can drop it off, then please do that. Okay, a couple of questions have come through. When does the step challenge start? Jody, the step challenge starts on the 17th of January. So you've got a couple of weeks. You've got a couple of weeks to do that. So it starts the same day as the 8-week challenge as well. You don't have to do both together. It might be a good idea if you are doing the 8-week challenge to do the step challenge, because that will help you in that. Or if weight loss or fat loss was your goal, jump on the 8-week challenge as well. There's $1,000 to win for the 8-week challenge. Jenny, was the step challenge included? Jenny, you were in the early bird special, so yes, the step challenge was included for you. That early bird special has now closed, and we did fill all the spots. So yes, Jenny, for you, yes. Any recommendations for a good step counter? Beck, you can, if you walk with your phone, you can just download some apps on your phone that will track your steps if you don't have a Fitbit or an Apple Watch or, anything like that. So you can download some apps. I can't think of any off the top of my head. My Fitness Pal might do it. There's heaps of them. If you just head into your Play Store, I'll try and have a look after this and flick you some, babe, and maybe put it in the comments below. Okay. Just a quick question on the 8-week challenge. I had someone ask me if they can participate in the challenge but eat their own food at the same calorie base, because they're very specific with what they can and can't eat. So our food plan wouldn't be right for them. The answer is absolutely yes, guys. If you are very specific with what you can eat, perhaps you are severely gluten intolerant and just find changing things in our plans too hard. Perhaps you've got many airs and you can't have very much salt or, things like that. Then you can absolutely join our challenge and really push yourself for 8 weeks and still go in the draw to win $1,000. And then you can just tailor your own food plan to whatever it is that you need. You can still do our workouts. You can still get all the advice and all the Q&As and those sorts of things in the challenge group. But no, you do not have to follow specifically our food plan. Of course, ours have been designed to get you good results, and they're designed to show healthy habits and portion sizes. I won't go into that too much more now. You can check that out in the live from the other week. But if you are wanting to do the challenge, but you know that the food plans won't be right for you, you can still do the challenge. Flick me a message if you've got a question. But the answer, in short, is yes. Get yourself into the challenge. Get yourself in the running to win $1,000. Because my God, guys, who couldn't do with $1,000? Particularly if your goal was to earn more money this year. Oh my God, what a great way to start. $1,000 just for doing a challenge. All right, I'm going to love you and leave you. If you've got any more questions, make sure you pop them in the comments below or private message me. Have a beautiful night, guys. Have a great week. I'll see you soon. Bye.